In New York, a legal drama has taken a stunning turn. Judge Arthur Engoron, who once handed down a massive $500 million penalty against former President Donald Trump, has now seen his ruling completely dismantled on appeal. The higher court threw out Engoron's enormous fine, rejecting every single dollar of the $500 million judgment plus interest. The irony has not gone unnoticed. Engoron accused Trump and his witnesses of ignoring reality, but it was the judge himself who ended up being accused of exaggeration. His claim that Mar-a-Lago was worth only between $18 and $27 million drew sharp criticism, with many pointing to the absurd undervaluation as evidence of bias. In the end, not one appellate judge agreed with his decision. Observers recall how Engoron began the trial, seemingly resistant to cameras, but then striking a pose once they appeared. To critics, it looked more like theater than justice. That performance came back to haunt him, as the appeals court found little legal or factual foundation for his ruling. The supposed victims of Trump's alleged fraud testified that they had not lost a cent and, in fact, profited from their deals. Yet Engoron pressed forward, aligning himself with Attorney General Letitia James, who had campaigned on a promise to bring down Trump. For many, this case highlighted the dangers of politicized prosecutions. Even some who are critical of Trump admitted they had never seen a case brought like this before. Judge David Friedman, writing in the appeals decision, emphasized that the law used in this case had never been applied in such a way to punish voluntary business transactions between sophisticated parties who knew exactly what they were doing. The appellate judges went further, suggesting that Engoron's ruling wasn't just flawed, but unconstitutional. They noted that such an inflated fine amounted to excessive punishment under the Eighth Amendment. In other words, Engoron not only exaggerated the numbers, but also overstepped constitutional protections. Trump still faces smaller restrictions from the original case, but even those may not stand once the appeals process is complete. Ironically, if Engoron had shown restraint, he might have preserved part of his ruling. Instead, by overreaching, he ensured that his legacy would be one of judicial excess rather than justice. For critics, this places Engoron alongside the most notorious missteps in judicial history. He may have wanted to be remembered on that first day of trial, and now he will be, but for all the wrong reasons. This case is more than a courtroom fight. It's a reminder of how law, politics, and power collide in America, and how the outcome can reshape not just one man's future, but the perception of the justice system itself. You're watching InsightPulse, bringing you clear and detailed coverage of U.S. politics and law. If you want to stay updated on stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, InsightPulse, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.